Good morning to one and all. Myself, Darshan C, lecturer in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Krishnarajpet. Today, we'll be discussing about sixth unit, that is materials for engineering for first semester diploma mechanical engineering students. The unit 6 is surface treatment for materials. In this session, we'll be discussing about the following contents: introduction, reasons for corrosion, classification of corrosion, dry or chemical corrosion, wet or electrochemical corrosion. At the end of the session, we'll have a test on MCQs, that is multiple choice questions. Coming to the introduction part, corrosion is the deterioration, destruction of metals, that is sand alloys, in the presence of an environment by chemical or electrochemical means. It can also be defined as the destruction of a material by chemical, electrochemical or metallurgical interaction between the environment and the material. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೋಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಕ್ಕು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಮೆಟಲ್ಗಳು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ತುಕ್ಕಿಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣಗಳೇನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸರ ಜೊತೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಬೆರೆಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೋಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The basic cause of corrosion is the instability of metals in their refined form. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ರಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಬೇಸೇ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ರಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅನುಕೂಲಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿನ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಆ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, corrosion ಆಗ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Coming to the continuation of the introduction part, the metal tends to revert to their natural states through the process of corrosion. A corrosion ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ they'll go back to the natural state, try to go back to the natural state. Whereas noble metals such as gold, silver, platinum, they will not get rusted or corroded, okay, because they are not chemically combined in the natural state, because they are uncombined in the nature of state. Therefore, these noble metals such as gold, silver, platinum will not be corroded. Aluminium and copper also will not get corroded easily. And in this picture, we can see how the corrosion has taken place in the different application process. Reasons for corrosion. What are the reasons that make corrosion? Reactivity of metals. That is, if metal is more reactive, then it undergoes corrosion more readily. That is, when it reacts with other nature, that is water or any chemical, then the metal will get easily corroded because it reacts with the environment. Next is the strain in metal. That is, corrosion takes place readily at cuts and bends areas of metals. That is, for our application purpose, what we do is we cut the metal or we bend the metal to a required application, whereas creating some cracks in the metals. Therefore, at that particular cracks, what happens is corrosion keeps on growing. Next, presence of impurities. If impurity is present in pure metal, then metal undergoes corrosion more readily because it will not be in the original form of metal, because we have mixed impurities to the metal. Therefore, the metal gets corrosion easily. Next is the presence of electrolyte. In saline water, that is electrolyte, metal readily corrodes because the water, that is saline water, is more corrosive because with the metal contacts. Next is the classification of corrosion. Corrosion can be broadly classified into dry or chemical corrosion, wet or electrochemical corrosion. In this picture, we can clearly see the upper part where the dry corrosion is taking place. It is purely because of the air which passes on the metals. Whereas the second one, that is wet or electrochemical corrosion, it corrodes due to the interaction with the water. Therefore, it's known as wet corrosion. We'll discuss what is dry or chemical corrosion. This type of corrosion is due to the direct chemical attack of metal surface by the atmospheric gases such as oxygen, halogen, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen, or anhydrous inorganic liquid, etc. That is, see, in the picture we can clearly see, in the first picture, the metal has not been getting corroded. When in contact with the air, the arrow mark which is showing is the air which is falling onto the metal. When the air is passed onto the metal, then gradually the corrosion, that is the surface of the metal, gets corroded very gradually, because for day-to-day usages, the air is in direct contact with the metal. When the direct contact with the metal with the air, it keeps on getting corroded. Therefore, the gases such as oxygen, halogen, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen, these are the gases which create which creates dry or chemical corrosion. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲೇ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮೆಟಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸರ ಜೊತೆ ಡ್ರೈ ಏರ್ ಆಗಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಏರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಏರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕರಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಡ್ರೈ ಆರ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಕರೋಷನ್. Types of dry or chemical corrosion. In that dry and chemical corrosion, there are the following types: corrosion by oxygen or oxidation corrosion, corrosion by hydrogen, liquid metal corrosion. We'll discuss individually. Corrosion by oxygen or oxidation corrosion. In this type of corrosion, oxidation corrosion is brought about by the direct attack of oxygen at low or high temperature on metal surfaces in the absence of moisture. That is, there will be no water contained in the moisture, that is in the air, where only the air which is directly attacking on the metal surface, creating corrosion. Alkaline metals, that is lithium, sodium, potassium, and alkaline earth metals, magnesium and calcium, are rapidly oxidized at lower temperature. That is, alkaline metals are in periodic table. The alkaline metals are broadly classified, that is lithium, sodium, and potassium, whereas alkaline earth metals comes into the group of magnesium, calcium, etc. At high temperature, almost all metals, except as I told noble metals, that is silver, gold, and platinum, are not oxidized. Therefore, they will not get corroded at any temperature. So clearly you can see, when metal is in contact with oxygen, it forms metal oxide, creating corrosion on the surface of the metals. In the picture we can see what the corrosion that has been taken place on any plate due to the oxygen that is present on the metal for a very gradually, for a very long period of time. Next is corrosion by hydrogen. Loss in ductility of a material in the presence of hydrogen is known as hydrogen embrittlement. That is, ductility is a property of a metal where the presence of hydrogen makes the ductility to get lost, and which makes hydrogen embrittlement. Ductility is a property where we can draw it into very thin wires. Due to the presence of hydrogen in that particular material, what happens to that particular metal is it becomes brittle in nature. From ductility, it converts itself into brittle. That is, brittle is, it will be very small granules of structure like cast iron. This type of corrosion occurs when a metal is exposed to hydrogen environment. When a metal is exposed to hydrogen environment, corrosion occurs due to the corrosion by hydrogen. Andre hydrogen environment ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೆಟಲ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆವಾಗ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅದ್ರ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, corrosion. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Iron liberates atomic hydrogen with hydrogen sulfide. That is, when iron is in contact with hydrogen, it liberates hydrogen sulfide. That is, it liberates atomic hydrogen with hydrogen sulfide. In the continuation part, hydrogen diffuses into the metallic matrix in this atomic form and gets collected in the voids present inside the metal. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ಗಳು. ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಅದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಬೆರೆತು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೋಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Hydrogen gas in the voids develop a very high pressure, causing cracking or blistering of metal. ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಕೂರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಗ್ರಾಜುಯಲಿ ಆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ. Next one is the liquid metal corrosion. This is due to chemical action of flowing liquid metal at high temperatures on solid metal or alloy. Such corrosion occur in devices used for nuclear power. That is, chemical action, chemical reaction ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. Chemical reaction, nuclear ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it's purely a chemical reaction. ಆ chemical reaction ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, flowing of liquid metal at high temperatures. That is, liquid metals ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, metals will be in the form of liquids at high temperature on solid metal or alloys. Such corrosions ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Dissolution of a solid metal by liquid metal. As I said, dissolution, that is ಅಂದ್ರೆ liquid form ಇರುವಂತ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು corrosion ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Next one is the internal penetration of the liquid metal into the solid metal. Both these modes of corrosion cause weakness of the solid metal. That is, the penetration ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ವಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ internal penetration of the liquid metal into the solid metal. ಆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಪೆನೆಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅದೇನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, corrosion ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. The next step is wet or electrochemical corrosion. It is an electrochemical phenomena which occurs in galvanic cell. That is, electrochemical corrosion is a electrochemical phenomena which occurs in a galvanic cell. Particularly when two metals are in contact with liquid, liquid containing salt and electric potential is formed between the metals. That is, galvanic cell ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅವೆರಡು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ corrosion ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. In some cases, in a single metal, when comes in contact with liquid or electrolyte, a anode and cathode areas are created. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಟಚ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆನೋಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಎರಡು ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Anode is a negative electrode which releases the electrons, and cathode is a positive electrode, that is positive, which absorbs or which accepts all the electrodes or the that is released by the anode. When anode area starts corroding with respect to cathode areas, it is termed as wet corrosion. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನೋಡ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕರೋಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಏರಿಯಾಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ವೆಟ್ corrosion. Next is the types of wet or electrochemical corrosion. That is, galvanic corrosion, differential aeration or concentration cell corrosion. In galvanic or bimetallic corrosion, that is, galvanic corrosion is the degradation of one metal near a joint or juncture that occurs when two electrochemically dissimilar metals are in electrical contact in an electrolyte environment. That is, when two metals are in contact with each other, that is such as joints or juncture in any electrochemical metal or electrolyte environment. Andre ಅಲ್ಲಿ electrolyte environment ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ there should be electrolyte phenomenon and a salt content ಅಂತ environmental create ಆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಎರಡು ಡಿಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಒಂದು ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, corrosions create ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Large engineered systems employing many types of metals in their construction, including various fasteners types and materials, are susceptible to galvanic corrosion if care is not exercised during the design phase. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡದಲೆ ಆ ಫೇಸಸ್ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಜಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ due to galvanic corrosion. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ನ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಬಲ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಗ್ಯಾಲ್ವನಿಕ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಿ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಲ್ವನಿಕ್ ಕರೋಷನ್. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಜೋಪಾನಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕರೋಷನ್ ನ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. See, for example, when copper is in contact with steel in a salt environment, ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಪರ್ ಇಂದ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ವೆನ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಐರನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಪರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಪರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಐರನ್ ಆನೋಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೆರಡು ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಆನೋಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ ನ ಟಚ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೋಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೋಲ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಸ್ಟ್ ಕರೋಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. Okay, this what we discussed about the session 1. In the introduction part we discussed what is the corrosion, and in the types we discussed about dry corrosion and wet corrosion, and later on we discussed about the dry corrosion, types of dry corrosions, and later on in wet corrosion we discussed about one of the part, that is galvanic corrosion. Coming to the last part of the session, that is multiple choice questions. See, the question for one is, which of the following is the most stable state of metal? That is, which of the following is the most stable state? Is it ore of metal, or is pure metal? Is it corroded metal, or it is metal ion? It is ore of metal, where it has been not been refined to any state. The ore of the metal is the more stable state of metal. The second question is, the process of deterioration of a metal due to unwanted chemical or electrochemical interaction of the metal with its environment is called electrolysis, electrolysis, corrosion, deposition. The process of deterioration of a metal due to unwanted chemical or electrochemical interaction of the metal with its environment is known as, that is corrosion, because corrosion occurs when the environment gets in contact with the chemical or electrochemical reactions. The third question is, dry corrosion is also called as. What dry corrosion is also called as? Is it chemical corrosion? Is it electrochemical corrosion? Is it wet corrosion? Or is it oxidation corrosion? It is a chemical corrosion, because in the slides we have already shown that dry corrosion is also called as chemical corrosion. The fourth question is, the rusting iron is the oxidation corrosion, liquid metal corrosion, wet corrosion, or is it by corrosion by other gases? Why the rusting of iron takes place? It is because of oxidation corrosion, because when a metal, that is iron metal, is placed in the environment, the oxygen it keeps on depositing on the metal, creating oxidation corrosion. In the fifth question, which of the following is an example of corrosion? Is it rusting of iron? Is it tarnishing of silver? Or it is liquefaction of ammonia? Is it rusting of iron and tarnishing of silver? Andre idರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು ತಗೋಬಹುದು? Is it D, that is rusting of iron and tarnishing of silver, because liquefaction of ammonia is not an example of corrosion. Next is, corrosion between the dissimilar metals is called as. When two dissimilar metals gets corroded, that phenomenon is known as what? Is it galvanic corrosion? Is it dry corrosion? Is it oxidation corrosion? Or is it concentration cell corrosion? It is a galvanic corrosion. Next is, corrosion is uniform in what? Is it dry corrosion, wet corrosion, pitting corrosion, or it is waterline corrosion? It is dry corrosion, because the air is in contact with the surface of the metal, where the entire surface gets corroded because the surface is exposed to the environment. Therefore, here the uniformity takes place. Dry corrosion, the next question is, dry corrosion takes place in homogeneous solutions, heterogeneous solutions, neither homogeneous nor heterogeneous, or is it both homogeneous and heterogeneous solutions? That is homogeneous or heterogeneous. Homogeneous is where the metals have homogeneous, that is one will be dissolved in the other, whereas heterogeneous one will not be dissolved in the other. The answer is D. Both the homogeneous and heterogeneous solutions gets corroded due to dry corrosion. In the ninth question, metal does not exist in nature in the form of what? Is it nitrates, sulfates, carbonates, or oxides? It is A. Nitrates. Where metal does not exist, that is nitrates will not be in the nature which makes the metals to corrode. That is next. Galvanic cells are also named as electrolytic cells, battery cells, Daniell cells, or John cells. It is A. Electrolytic cells. Okay, this is the test, that is multiple choice questions. I think this is the end of the session, and this is the references. And thank you, one and all.